Hello everyone, Indie Brick Productions here with my review of the LEGO Star Wars set 4475, The Jabba's Message. This set was released back in 2003. It had 46 pieces, 3 minifigures, 1 build, and all that for $7 back in the day. Nowadays, if you want to get it new, it would probably cost you around $44, and used it would cost you about $23. My copy that I picked up was used and I got it for $20, which I think is a reasonably good price for this set. All this information is from Brickset, so thank you to them. With that out of the way, let's take a look at the set. Taking a look at our Bib Fortuna minifigure first, he has a nice tan kind of Twi'lek head with the little braids coming off. I'm not sure what they're called. And then you can see he has some red eyes, as well as it looks like he has lipstick on, but it's just his lips. And this whole mold can be taken off. It is not exclusive to the set. It also came in the 2012 Jabba's Palace, which is also very rare. So this piece is kind of hard to come by, but it's not too difficult. And then he has a nice kind of harder style cape, which is typical for the older figures. It carries around the back. Now you have to be careful because this piece in the back can mess with your cape. You can see how it kind of indented right there. So that's one kind of flaw about this figure. And I don't think he has any back printing. Yeah, he shouldn't. Yep, just a normal old tan body. And then on the front, he has some nice kind of armor printing, it looks like, with some hands. And that's pretty much it for the figure. Taking a look at our C-3PO minifigure here. This may be weird, but this is possibly one of my favorite renditions of the C-3PO minifigure. I just love that pearly gold minifigure type look or color that it kind of just gives off. I really like the design of it as well. Nice and simple. You can see for his head, there's just the normal old C-3PO mold with 2 little eyes and a little mouth and some little details on the sides, showing all the little technology parts in him. No printing on the legs, which is okay for the time. And then he has some nice black printing on his front. And on the back, he has some more nice black printing. So overall, a pretty great figure. Taking a look at our older R2-D2 of the set, you can see that he has the normal old droid legs, which have been used for quite some time now. He has a nice torso with a bunch of different little flicks and little bobs and bits, which can kind of be controlled by him. Then you can see this ugly white line all the way around at the bottom of his head, which kind of sucks that that's how it has to be for the earlier years of Star Wars, so I'm glad they fixed that now. And then if I tilt him down a bit, you can see that he has a stud at the top right there, and he also has some nice detailing at the top of his head, which is pretty good for the time, I do have to say. So overall, a pretty nice R2-D2 minifigure for the time. Taking a look at the build of the set, it's very, very simple. Basically, you're paying for the set to get the minifigures, especially that big Fortuna minifigure. It basically just sits on an 8x8 tan base plate. Nothing really in the front going on. But it gets a little bit more interesting whenever you can kind of lift up the door a little bit to allow C-3PO and R2-D2 to come in. And you can see that a minifigure can barely fit through the door there. You can see Bib barely fitting through, and you can Rancor him out and kind of mess with him. So if you did want to create like a smaller little Rancor, you can kind of recreate the scene, but it's mainly for the original opening scene of the Return of the Jedi. Then you can see the little monk, or the little eye actually, that opens the door of Jabba's palace. It kind of just comes out and speaks some Huttese and lets the droids in, like so. And you can see that you just push that in via this little peg, and you just push that through, and it just comes out nice and neat like that. Then you can see some brown detailing as well as some black detailing, which looks a little bit funky. And then you can kind of also see this trans neon orange coloring right here, which looks completely weird. Like, I don't know why LEGO decided to do that, but they did. And it is a bit hard to line up the door perfectly. I mean, you can see that it's kind of at a tilt on mine. You kind of have to, like, perfectly fit it in there. There you go. But it does also keep in mind that this peg right here, or this little Technic brick, sticks out because you can connect it to the other 2003 Jabba sets, which include the Jabba's Palace and also the Jabba's Prize, which is also another little $7 set, small like this. Overall, I think that this build is simple yet effective. I do like the 3 minifigures in set, but I especially like the Bib Fortuna. I think it adds a nice level of exclusivity to the set. And overall, the build of the set as well is pretty nice, but it is a little bit lacking, although I do like that part right there for the eye. So that's going to be it for me today. If you do go on to like the video, please like and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. And Andy Brick Productions is out. Bye.